doing its thing. Plugged it in, it was already charged, and there it goes. Absolutely amazing. It's already mapped the downstairs of the house. It's simply one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. Amazing. Hey guys, I'm Neil. Welcome to what is probably day 3 of the Amazon Returns pallet exploration exercise. So I invested £3,500 in 4 pallets of Amazon returns online on an online auction. Won the auction. Now, it wasn't completely blind because I did have a complete roster of what was due to be in it and some of the reasons why it was returned. Not 100% clear, but it was worth a punt. It also told you what the retail value was of it, so it was being euros. It was about 22,000 euros worth of stuff at retail if it all worked. I paid what equated to £3,500, which would have been about 4,000 euros. 1,000 euros of that was actually shipping, getting it here, for it's come from Madrid, because this is all sort of mainland European returns, Germany and Spain. So in total, I think I paid about 3,000, just over 3,000 euros, with just over 1,000 euros shipping, equated to £3,500 in sterling. Arrived here pretty swiftly, so if you can catch up some of my other videos on my YouTube with about the arrival and the unboxing and the exploratory into the first few boxes. Now, I was a bit nervous to start with, but we've had a phenomenal result because the weekend was in between. So it was last Thursday it arrived, started checking it all in. Friday I started looking at the more expensive items, because my theory behind it was to look at the expensive items that were not deemed faulty but deemed as returns for whatever reason, or damage actually, courier damage, customer damage, or warehouse damage, thinking that if they were damaged, they could be could be cosmetic, could be box damage, or it could be totaled. So my theory behind it was find out the most expensive items to try and recoup the money back, the investment back to start with, as fast as I can for cash flow reasons. Was to pick those. Now I took some of the coffee machines and the steamers and bought some coffee beans, tested them once to make sure they all worked fine, and they did. Straight onto eBay on the Friday, which was this is Monday today, so the Friday, 4 items onto eBay. I thought I'd put them onto Facebook. We use Facebook Workplace in-house, Facebook Marketplace through my own Facebook page, and now 1 unit sold straight away. This DeLonghi, which I'm packing up, sold instantly, which made me wonder if I'd underpriced it. I put it out at £200, sort of single use, so new but 1 use to make sure it works. Fully explained in my listing exactly where these have come from, and then within 24 hours the next sort of most expensive coffee machine that I've got, that also sold for my asking price on eBay. Lots of people in the meantime coming up here offering silly money, and I'd already discounted from, like, I don't know, from what it was worth at 350 down to 250. So I thought, giving it a third savings on there was enough, because considering they are new essentially. Yeah, so pretty darn pleased with that. So just over £400 back within 24 hours. Nothing since then, but then I've only got a couple of items left, so my job today is to start cracking through that list of just keep going and keep testing stuff. So I'm onto robot hoovers now. I've got lots of them, but I'm going for the next in line value wise, so testing some of those out. So pretty successful weekend. My hopes have gone up a little notch to actually, my aim is to, within a month, recoup that £3,500 investment, and then everything else after that should hopefully be profit. That's the aim. Got a couple of big coffee machines to ship out today by a courier. Yeah, so all in all, pretty raised by how that went. Now it's time to start work on the grunt work, really, the guts of it, and start listing as much as I can. Once it's all up there, then I can get on with some other things that I need to do. Today we're gonna try and get this Conga working. This is probably one of the next more sort of expensive units. This one hoovers and mops. And the one about that Philips robot hoover there, that's a bit of a nightmare, because the app, I mean, it's absolutely brand new, and it seems to work, but the app that controls that, which is vital to the control of it, is not supported in the UK. and you can't get it, and I'm not entirely sure how. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. Put it on eBay with international selling, maybe put the fact that this needs to be bought from mainland Europe. Everything I'm listing, and I'm being honest with exactly where it's come from, what it is, so that there's minimal comeback. I do expect some. I can imagine that despite testing a lot of this stuff, I might find the inherent reason why it was sent back. That's going to happen, and I've kind of factored that into the costing as well. So if we do end up getting returns like that in time, obviously full refund straight away, or replacements if we've got it, and then just dump it in the bin and hope to make up the rest of the money with the other stuff. So there will be an element of returns, I'm sure, as there is in all walks of life. And the real reasons why some of these returned may crop up in the future, of which we'll obviously do the right thing. So it's robot hoover time. Follow me while I try and get some of these working. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt this video, just a quick one. Please hit the like button on this video. It has an enormous effect with all the YouTube algorithms to promote my videos to a larger audience. So one quick click from you, just on the like, the thumbs up, can go an awful long way to getting my videos out to a larger population and get them watching my content. Thank you. Over to the video. There you go. So that's good news. It's spinning up already, so you can hear you can see the motors on the front, and then you can hear the actual hoover fan spin in and the rotating doobie underneath. So that's a good sign. Have a ride. See, it's starting to map it there as well. Yeah, that was inevitable, wasn't it? To turn up the power, if I put to turbo mode, there you go. So it just ups the kind of the suction motor, I'm guessing. This floor is pretty manky after all this stuff came in and all the pallets did, so could do with a hoover. So we'll let that run and see what happens. But the retail packaging was mint. Instruction manual, oh no, not that one. This one, instruction manuals, all the accessories were there. Everything was in its bag, so you know, brushes, filters, instructions. Hopefully it will be a relatively easy and quick flip, and I've got quite a few of those up there. Chico the robot is doing its thing, and onto box, the second box, the 1490 Impulse. Now I do like it when the boxes look as mint as these do. So I was nicely surprised by that one. That one is the one that's doing the rounds at the moment, and we've got this, which is an identical unit. So let's see. Fingers crossed. So that's quite nice. I mean, the box looks nice. See what the contents is like. Okay, so I do like when that's how returns should be, and not just lumped in the box. Oh yes, okay. I do like when you see a box, you open a box like this, one of these returns, and it looks like this. Manual's in plastic, looking like new. The device itself looks pretty darn new. That's a nice sign as well, even with the little bits of foam for the bumper. That's the front bumper, obviously protected bits of foam there that's still there. Everything's in its bag. Yes, this is how I like to see a return. 4 brushes in place, the underside. In fact, I would hazard a guess to say that looks like new. No real signs of dust, no scrapes on the charging bits. The wheels don't look like they've actually turned a wheel. So I'm pretty happy with that, especially if it works, because this is essentially a brand new device, perhaps just ordered and not wanted. Let's remove the tank, and the tank and the filter looks nice and new. This is the water tank and the actual hoover, you know, where, oh yeah, look at that. It's brand spanking new. That is what I like to see. That's a victory in my eyes. All in all, if this works, that's a dream flip, to be perfectly honest. And I'll show you some of the nightmares that we've had that get returned in things like this. God knows what's in there, but at least it's got a charger and a remote. Some of these have been plonked in boxes. Okay, even that looks like that's fairly well used. Most of it's there. You get some. Oh, okay. Poor example, but there are some here that have just been thrown in a box, and there's nothing else with it. There's bits missing. There's rollers. There's tanks missing. But that said, if I can get them to work, you can order those parts, and if I've got another version of that one, I can just rob parts from that, so make one out of two. I don't think it's going to get that lump. No, it did. There you go. So I think we'll have to wait for this one to finish before we can let this second one go. In fact, let's call it home. Come on, you can do it. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Yes!